Matt Brown, a revered figure in UFC history, has long harbored skepticism about Conor McGregor's return to the octagon. His doubts have only deepened following McGregor's withdrawal from his highly anticipated comeback bout against Michael Chandler at UFC 303 on June 29. Although an injury was cited as the reason for McGregor's pullout, the specifics remain unknown, leaving a cloud of uncertainty around his future in MMA. Brown's initial skepticism was fueled by the considerable wealth McGregor had accumulated, which diminishes the financial necessity for a return. McGregor's injury, a severe leg break in 2021, and the complications surrounding his recovery further reinforce Brown's belief that McGregor's fighting days in the UFC might be over. Brown expressed his thoughts on the matter during an episode of The Fighter vs. The Writer. He admitted that he was never entirely convinced about McGregor's comeback. "It didn't shock me when I saw he was out of this fight," Brown remarked. He maintained his stance that McGregor is unlikely to fight again, despite acknowledging that a return would be beneficial for the sport. When the news of McGregor's intended return broke, Brown celebrated, although cautiously. The notion of McGregor re-entering the octagon after a 3-year absence was intriguing and potentially thrilling for the MMA community. However, Brown's enthusiasm was tempered by a sense of realism about the numerous obstacles McGregor faces. Brown's perspective is not just shaped by the physical toll of McGregor's injury, but also by the psychological and motivational aspects. He pointed out that McGregor's immense financial success could be a significant drawback. With a substantial fortune already made, the drive to endure the grueling demands of a professional fighter's lifestyle may be shaky. UFC CEO Dana White shares similar sentiments, often questioning McGregor's future in the sport, given his financial independence. In Brown's view, if McGregor were to consider fighting again, a pivot to boxing might be more feasible. The physical demands of boxing, especially concerning leg injuries, are less intense compared to MMA. This switch could provide McGregor a less arduous path to return to professional fighting, leveraging his boxing skills and previous experience in the sport. Brown also highlighted the psychological shift that accompanies financial security, noting that the hunger and tenacity required to succeed in the UFC might diminish once a fighter has achieved substantial financial success. This is a sentiment echoed by many, including White, who recognize the challenges of maintaining competitive fire when monetary motivations are no longer pressing. The discussion extends beyond McGregor, with Brown drawing comparisons to athletes in other sports. He noted that while stars like LeBron James or Kobe Bryant continued their careers despite immense wealth, the nature of their sports differs vastly from MMA. The risk of life-altering injuries in MMA is significantly higher, making the decision to continue competing much more complex. "You don't have to be a dog to be great at basketball," Brown argued, emphasizing the unique and intense mental and physical demands of MMA. He believes that the fierce determination and resilience required to succeed in the UFC are not easily sustained once a fighter has achieved significant financial success.